Just moments ago, Prince William and Princess Kate revealed a shocking name update linked to their rumored fourth baby. And it's not what anyone expected. No formal birth announcement, no photo, just a cryptic name with royal roots. Is this a new child or something deeper? Let's break it down. The sudden name update drop. Out of nowhere, a royal update has dropped, and it's the kind that sends shockwaves. A short but deliberate statement from Prince William and Princess Kate has made its way into public view, and it contains just 6 words that are now making headlines worldwide. Name update about our fourth baby. That's it. No elaboration, no announcement of a pregnancy, no baby photo, just a name update and a complete media storm. It's not just what they said, but how they said it. Royals are trained in carefully crafted communication. Every word is measured, every sentence reviewed. So the fact that this update uses the phrase name update instead of something more traditional like "we're delighted to share" or "we are expecting" is significant. It's vague, and that's intentional. This isn't the usual royal reveal. It's a breadcrumb, a teaser, and it's got everyone guessing. Social media exploded within minutes. Fans flooded royal threads with questions. Did they have the baby in secret? Is this a fourth biological child? Or an adopted one? Are they naming something else altogether? A project? A charity? Or even a pet? Even longtime royal commentators admit they're stumped. There has never been a statement quite like this from the Wales household. And given how controlled their public messaging usually is, this sudden break in style suggests something important is at play. Insiders say the wording was carefully chosen to stir curiosity without revealing too much. A source close to the palace allegedly remarked, "They're not hiding, they're guiding." This was meant to be noticed, and noticed it was. Within an hour, news outlets scrambled to respond. Royal reporters tried to verify whether this was tied to a quiet birth, an upcoming announcement, or possibly a symbolic dedication of some kind. But the silence from Kensington Palace continued. No follow-up, no photos, no elaboration. That silence is exactly why this update has sparked such intensity. In the world of royalty, less is often more. A short statement like this, vague, cryptic, but deliberate, is often a tool to test the waters or set the stage for something bigger. If a major reveal is on the horizon, this kind of slow drip gives the palace time to watch public reaction, adjust messaging, and control the narrative before the full story drops. And right now, the narrative is one thing: mystery. What makes this even more intriguing is the way it's changing the public's tone. Where once there was frustration about Kate's recent absences or unanswered questions about the family's quiet months, now there's renewed interest, even excitement. One royal fan posted, "This is the most curious royal move since Harry and Meghan left." No matter how you look at it, whether it's a secret baby, a strategic media move, or a subtle tribute to someone deeply missed, this name update has done its job. It's got the world watching again. Why everyone's talking about a fourth baby? The idea of a fourth baby for Prince William and Princess Kate has always floated in the background, whispered among fans, joked about by the media, speculated in royal forums. But there was never confirmation. No bump watch, no formal statement, and certainly no baby name news. Until now. That's why this name update has turned everything upside down. If it's about a real baby, one already born or quietly adopted, it would mark the biggest royal surprise in years. If it's symbolic, it still disrupts the palace's carefully controlled communication model. So why now? And why in this way? First, let's talk about expectations. Royal families don't just drop baby news without planning. There's protocol. There are timelines. And those timelines have been consistent for generations. For William and Kate, every child, George, Charlotte, and Louis, came with photo calls, statements, coordinated media appearances, and official registry filings. But this time, there's none of that. Just a name. That's what makes this so intense. It doesn't fit the pattern. And when the royals break pattern, people pay attention. Some royal experts are now theorizing that this could be an intentional disruption. A new way of sharing news, one that fits the couple's evolving image. William and Kate have been quietly repositioning themselves in recent years. More modern, more emotional, more connected to causes than ceremony. So, a sudden and slightly cryptic name drop? It actually fits the new version of them. But the public isn't just reading between the lines. They're demanding answers. Fans online are posting side-by-side photos, searching for hints. Was Kate hiding a bump in that coat back in May? Was William's solo appearance in September tied to a secret birth? Is this child biologically theirs? Adopted? Surrogate to born son? Or could fourth baby mean something entirely different, like a foundation or symbolic initiative close to Kate's heart? Some even think it might be a way of honoring the legacy of Princess Diana, a way to give life to a memory rather than a person. But make no mistake, this is more than casual chatter. The phrase "fourth baby" has weight, and William and Kate know it. They wouldn't use it lightly. And that's exactly why everyone is watching so closely. Not because they're certain of what's coming, but because no one is. And when the most private couple in the royal family steps into the spotlight with a line like this, it means one thing. Something big is coming. We just don't know what it is yet. The legacy behind royal baby names. Royal baby names are never random. They are legacy-laden, symbolic, and, most importantly, strategic. And that's why this so-called name update about a fourth baby is more than just a headline. It's a message. Let's take a step back. When William and Kate named their firstborn George, it wasn't just a strong traditional name. It was a throwback to King George VI, Queen Elizabeth's father. When Charlotte was born, they didn't stop at elegance. Her full name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, carried layers of tribute to both sides of the family. And Louis, their youngest, honored Lord Louis Mountbatten, a deeply respected figure in royal history. Every name meant something. Every name connected to legacy. Every name told a story. So now, if there truly is a fourth baby involved, the stakes of this new name are high. Will it follow tradition or intentionally break from it? Some early rumors point toward a name like Diana Elizabeth Hope. If that's even partially true, it's more than just a name, it's a statement. Diana, of course, evokes powerful emotions. She was the people's princess, the mother whose shadow still looms over everything. Elizabeth, the matriarch, the anchor. And Hope? That's the wild card. Soft, emotional, not traditionally royal, and possibly the most telling part of all. Why Hope? Why now? Some royal experts believe it's symbolic, that if this is a baby, the name is meant to heal, to unify, to rebuild faith in the monarchy after years of chaos, between Megxit, public scandals, and the slow shifting of royal roles. The inclusion of Hope signals a new tone, a softer, more human-facing monarchy. And yet, it doesn't end there. A name also determines how that child will be received by the public, where they'll stand in the line of succession, and what titles, if any, they'll carry. The wrong name could trigger backlash from traditionalists. The right name? Instant affection from the masses. This is why William and Kate are so meticulous. They don't name children lightly. And if this fourth baby is real, or even if this is just a symbolic tribute, the name is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Start conversations. It's also reshaping how the public sees Kate's influence. Her fingerprints are likely all over this name, just as they were with Charlotte. The balance between royal expectation and maternal emotion is a tightrope Kate has always walked well. And this name proves she's still in control of the message. No matter how this plays out, one thing's certain: the name wasn't chosen just for beauty. It was chosen for meaning, for legacy, for impact. And now that the name is out there, it's doing exactly what names in the royal family are meant to do: leave a mark. The details we have so far. For all the buzz, here's the truth. The actual statement was painfully vague. All the world has right now is a short message referencing a name update about our fourth baby. That's it. No baby photo, no gender reveal, no full name confirmation. Just those 6 words and total silence afterward. But in the royal world, that silence is not accidental. It's calculated. Some tabloids jumped ahead, already reporting that the baby's name is Diana Elizabeth Hope, while others are calling the entire thing an elaborate hoax. The problem? No one from Kensington Palace has confirmed or denied anything. And when the palace doesn't speak, the theories do. One side believes this was a planned leak, meant to stir public emotion before a formal reveal. Others say the couple may have already welcomed the baby in secret and are now releasing controlled details, piece by piece. But another camp suggests this might not be a child at all. Perhaps a tribute, an honorary name tied to a new charitable foundation or royal initiative. If that's the case, then this name update is more about public image than family expansion. But here's what we do know for sure. The timing is strange. Right after weeks of speculation about Kate's health and William's schedule, this name announcement surfaces, with no clear context. Add to that the fact that multiple social media pages and smaller press outlets seem to have the Diana Elizabeth Hope name locked in before the official message dropped. That kind of coordination either points to a well-timed media leak or a coordinated misinformation wave. And there's more. Royal insiders are reportedly frustrated, not just because of the public's reaction, but because the palace has had no way to steer the story. Without an official confirmation or photo, everything remains speculation. And when there's speculation around the royal family, especially when it involves children, emotions run high. One particularly sharp royal analyst put it like this: "This is not about confirming a baby. This is about confirming control. And right now, the public has the steering wheel." What we're seeing is a rare situation where the monarchy, usually the master of narrative, is being overtaken by its own mystique. The lack of detail has fueled interest, but also created chaos. And if that chaos continues without clarity, it may force the palace's hand sooner than they expected. Whether this is the start of a slow rollout, a media test, or a massive misunderstanding, something big is brewing, and the clock is ticking. Why the name choice could be symbolic. In the world of royalty, names don't just identify Mers, they communicate. And when William and Kate drop a name update without confirming a baby, every letter becomes part of a larger message. So what could this name really be saying? Let's take the rumored name floating around, Diana Elizabeth Hope. Whether that's officially confirmed or not, Just the possibility of this combination is enough to shake the monarchy's image from the inside out. Diana, a name that carries unresolved grief, emotional power, and generational loyalty. Princess Diana was more than William's mother. She was a global icon, and her name being reintroduced now suggests a deliberate emotional callback. This could be a way to connect the past with the present, a gesture that says, "We haven't forgotten." Then there is Elizabeth, timeless, strong, unshakable. The late Queen was not just the longest reigning monarch, but a symbol of continuity in times of chaos. Including her name could signal reverence for tradition, stability, and everything the crown is supposed to stand for. But it's hope that truly changes the tone. Unlike the others, hope isn't a family name. It's emotional, symbolic, soft, and potentially controversial. Royals don't usually pick abstract concepts as names, but if true, this could mean William and Kate are stepping into a new kind of leadership. One that speaks less to duty and more to feeling. One that uses names not just to honor ancestors, but to offer the public something deeper, a signal of optimism. Now, zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This name update didn't come with a baby photo, a christening date, or even an official gender reveal. So the timing and the wording may actually be part of a bigger strategy. A soft relaunch of the Wales image, built around legacy, renewal, and emotional outreach. Some believe it's all tied to recent transitions inside the family. King Charles's continued health concerns, shifting public roles, and the couple's rising prominence. In that context, using a name as a symbolic gesture, even if it's not for a baby, makes perfect sense. And this is what makes the situation so intriguing. Is it a name for a child or a project? A message to the public? Or a tribute to the past? Whatever the answer is, William and Kate have chosen their words carefully. They're not clarifying. And that silence only fuels the impact. Because in the monarchy, symbolism is power. And right now, the name itself, whether real or rumored, is carrying more weight than an entire press conference ever could. Reaction and speculation from media and fans. Within hours of the name update, the media went into overdrive. Newsrooms scrambled to confirm. Royal watchers flooded timelines with guesses. And online forums spun out dozens of theories. It wasn't just coverage. It was obsession. Headlines exploded with phrases like, "Kate's secret baby?" "Is Diana returning through name?" and "Royal fourth child mystery deepens." The story dominated everything from morning news segments to gossip sites. But the real fire was on social media, where the reactions were chaotic, emotional, and deeply divided. On X, formerly Twitter, the hashtag #RoyalBaby4 began trending just 2 hours after the statement. Fans posted theories, comparisons, and timelines, desperately trying to piece together what the palace refused to confirm. On TikTok, creators analyzed Kate's past appearances, speculating whether she was hiding a bump in public photos or whether previous absences were linked to private maternity leave. But with no hard facts, speculation took over. Some believed this was an intentional leak to distract from larger issues within the royal household. Others thought it was a genuine soft launch, a private birth turned public moment. Still, a growing number of people suggested it might be something else entirely. A symbolic name tied to a new initiative, foundation, or tribute. That's when the experts stepped in. Royal correspondents began appearing on talk shows, issuing their own cautious takes. One longtime royal analyst said, "It's not about whether the baby exists. It's about what the palace wants you to think exists." This name could be a person or a message. That one line summed up the entire moment. It wasn't just news, it was narrative. Even major publications like the Daily Mail and the Times issued conflicting interpretations. One story claimed insiders had seen the baby. Another stressed there was no birth certificate on file. The confusion became part of the drama, and the longer the palace stayed silent, the louder the noise became. Behind the scenes, royal staff reportedly watched the media storm with growing frustration. Without clarity from Kensington Palace, every rumor gained traction. Every detail, or lack of one, became fuel for speculation. And that's when the narrative began to spin out of control. Some royal insiders now fear this moment could backfire. Once the public starts building its own version of events, it's hard to reclaim control, one commentator warned. But others argue the buzz is exactly what the palace wanted. In a time when royal relevance is harder to maintain, mystery sells. And this name update has sold in headlines, views, and public attention. Whether it's truth, tribute, or tactic, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. What this means for William's role as heir. This name update, whether it reveals a real fourth child or not, lands at a turning point in Prince William's journey to the throne. As heir, every move matters. So when William and Kate drop a cryptic message involving a child and a name like Diana Elizabeth Hope, it's not just family news. It's strategy. It signals William's shift toward emotional leadership. Unlike past royals who leaned on restraint, William is showing he's willing to blend legacy with feeling, using names, timing, and symbolism to shape his public image. This move also repositions William in the spotlight, taking focus away from King Charles, Harry, and Meghan, or Kate's recent health concerns. It says the Wales family is stable, forward-facing, and quietly growing. The name itself, tying together Diana, Elizabeth, and Hope, feels like a bridge between past and future, tradition and healing. And Kate's role in all this? Crucial. Her influence in messaging and emotional tone underscores their image as a modern, united royal couple. More than a name, this update is about positioning William as a future king who leads not just with duty, but with heart. And that's the image the monarchy needs now. Possible scenarios behind the announcement. With no confirmation, no photo, and no full explanation, this name update about a possible fourth baby has sparked endless theories, and each one leads down a different path. The most direct: the baby is real, born quietly, perhaps due to health or privacy concerns. This update could be the first step in a carefully staged reveal, with full details coming soon. Another idea? A title change for an existing child: George, Charlotte, or Louis. The palace may be marking a new royal phase without triggering major headlines. Then comes the symbolic theory. What if Diana Elizabeth Hope isn't a baby, but a new charitable project or mental health initiative? Something close to Kate's heart, framed with deeply personal language. And finally, the boldest idea: a PR test, a soft leak to gauge public reaction. If the feedback is strong, they move forward. If not, they step back quietly. Each scenario reflects something real: strategic planning, personal storytelling, or institutional evolution. But one thing's clear: this update isn't random. It's crafted. And as the guessing continues, the royal spotlight stays right where William and Kate want it, on them. The risks and rewards of going public now. This name update, whether it signals a real baby or a symbolic move, dropped at a crucial moment. And for Prince William and Kate, the risks were real. Royal credibility is everything. If this turns out to be false or misinterpreted, it could spark serious backlash. The media is already circling, chasing documents, insider quotes, and leaks. If there's no follow-up, the excitement could flip to criticism. Then comes the risk of misreading. Using words like baby and name without confirmation could be seen as emotional manipulation. Critics may ask, was this about family or media control? But the rewards, they're just as big. Handled well, this could make William and Kate appear more modern, connected, and emotionally aware. A name like Diana Elizabeth Hope touches hearts and bridges legacy with healing. The buzz is already priceless. Social media lit up instantly. And the emotional shift around Kate has been powerful. She's no longer just under scrutiny, she's receiving admiration. And here's the game changer. They control what happens next. Timing, framing, delivery. If done right, this name update won't just be a twist in the story. It'll be the start of something far bigger. What to watch for next? Now that the name update has stirred global buzz, the big question is, what comes next? The first sign will likely be subtle. A short statement from Kensington Palace or a trusted outlet like BBC. If it comes, it'll either confirm the name or redirect the narrative. But if there's no statement, that silence will raise more questions than answers. Next, watch for visual clues. A formal baby photo might be too soon, but a symbolic image, like a blanket with the name embroidered or a candid family shot, could surface. Also important, title registration. If the baby is real, expect official documents to reflect the name soon, and royal watchers will be on high alert for those changes. Kate and William's next public appearance will also speak volumes. Together or apart, with or without the baby, every detail matters now. Behind the scenes, journalists are digging, insiders are leaking, and analysts are connecting the dots. Because this might not just be a name. It could be the start of a new royal era, softer, more emotional, and more public. And with William and Kate, it's never just about what they say. It's about what they show. Whether it's a secret baby, a symbolic tribute, or a clever royal move, one thing is certain. This name update has reignited global fascination with William and Kate. The mystery, the legacy, the meaning behind it all. It's far from over. Stay tuned. The next royal twist could come any minute.